managing leader.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the Ranch and Rural Property Specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the ranch division.
Let's go, sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall is upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor Soccer Squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown. You're looking for a better banking experience, better yet, high tackle,
unless it's like a pretty bad injury or something that'll stop the clock for a bit of time. You can just roll it through the half. So we'll just have 2 halves on that. Thank you for helping out.
Yeah, Club just bought that iPad thing.
What's that?
Club just bought that iPad, the iCamera. So like you're all like, oh, you use your team, you're all set up. You use it, and then someone else added it. It's like so valuable.
Yeah.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor soccer lessons. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated. Contractor's choice, the homeowner's choice.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
I'm Terry. And this is Phil from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we've gone green with enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
What's that?
879-1515.
Yeah, it's coming in through here, so. Yeah, you'll hear. Well, they hear, like live streamers hear.
Hi, Steamboat Green. This is Charlie Green from Mountain View. Have you ever noticed when one of your parents gave you down with right, or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Lover's Lane for the best pricing and selection. From Serta and Pedic and Simmons mattresses, plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. Everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
That's not the only way ACE supports the kids in our community. Hi, we're here for Steamboat. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth. How do you do that? In addition to local scholarships, ACE invites the Sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale. I love it. Every weekend I can shop at ACE and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailor shopping place.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your locals connection discount. That's 879-8000. Go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing resources as your neighbor. I'm the ranch and rural property specialist to support Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepalegroup.com.
What's that?
Number 22, Charlie Wells. Number 26, Henry Cardillo. Number 27, Sam Brown. Number 28, Joseph Stoker. Number 29, Jack Klein. Number 35, Jackson Scott.
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Ward, President of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall's upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer at the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player of the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School Athletics, an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, or better yet, sliding tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the area. Offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat's Spring Sailor soccer classes. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road, basketball greens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, homeowner's choice.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detailed services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
Number 16, Braulio Aguayo. Number 17, Clayton Patrick Fiscal. Number 18,
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from Mountain High School, just off of I-70 in Edwards, Colorado. Your Steamboat Sailors just about set to do battle with the Battle Mountain Huskies. Oh, that one was tough. That one was tough on my ears. We are having the starting lineups announced as we speak here on KTYB 105.7, online as well at steamboatradio.com. And, of course, thanks to all of you tuning in on YouTube. You can head to the Steamboat Radio channel, and it should be that first one up top. I'm going to send it back to the studio for one last little break here for the national anthem, and we will have the opening kickoff in just moments. Again, it's your Sailors taking on their bitter rivals, the Battle Mountain Huskies, here in just a couple minutes. Back with that opening kickoff.
remove your hats for the national anthem. Tonight sung by Manny Rosa, Lacey Peterson, and Ethan Pike.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
From Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailor Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth. How do we do that? In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and...
You can get one of the JV boys to come up and get it.
Love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a good cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from Edwards, Colorado. Your Steamboat Sailors just about set to go to war. It should be a great one. Steamboat is coming in at 1-3 right now, overall and in league, as all of their matchups thus far have been against Western Slope League opponents. And on the other side of it, Battle Mountain coming in at 7-0, overall 4-0 in league play, and they are coming off one of their bigger wins of the year against the Classical Academy. You boys just have to hit this button here and then follow play. Should be pretty easy. Thanks for everyone who's tuned in on the YouTube channel, able to live stream this one. Before we get this opening kickoff, I want to thank a few of the sponsors: the Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the Contractor's Choice, and the Homeowner's Friend, as well as Mountain View Car Wash, helping the sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Of course, Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop. We always meet by accident. You can call Russell's at 879-1515. Steamboat's coming into this one. It looks as though Axel Kovac is going to get the start for your Sailors, as Charlie Welch had all of the game prior in that JV matchup. It was a tough one for Steamboat's JV squad, as they were down 10-0. Called the game with about 20 minutes left because of the scoring disparity. And as Brian and I talked about early on, the Sailors right now, they are 1-3, but they've scored 5 of their 7 goals in that one victory. 5-2 win over Palisade. Other than that, it's been tough. I don't think they've got 7 goals. I'm trying to recall now, and got a few more than that. But nonetheless, they have been on the lower end of the scoring in 3 of the 4 matchups, which is not what you want to see. This is going to be a real tough tilt for Steamboat coming out. They'll go left to right here on KTYV 105.7 to at least start things off, and they will have the opening kickoff and possession. It's worked near side, right to the foot of Murat Washburn. Looks like he's going to be in right outside back to begin things. And now Caparelli keeps it alive at the near sideline. It's headed around and kept alive nicely by Caparelli there on this near sideline. Eventually taken back as Battle Mountain will have their first go of it with possession. This is Harrison Rubies switching the pitch to the far side, and the Huskies step up. This is now Mitchell who will take it upfield. Again, it's a very potent offense for Battle Mountain, scoring over 30 goals thus far, though they have a few more games on your Sailors. And Steamboat does possess deep in their own territory. Sam Brown works out far side, finds his target initially, taken back then by Kleins. He was unable to work it away from a defender, and it will be kicked out of bounds, throwing deep here in their own territory for your Steamboat Sailors. Toss comes into Kevin Castor, and he just lofts the ball near side. Gathered in by one of the attackers that looks to be Twist. He's one of those guys that the Sailors will have to mark up on, but it's going to be a really tough outing for this defensive unit because there is a plethora of attackers that can put that goal, or put the ball in the goal here for Battle Mountain. Home team donning the black and gold uniforms, your Sailors, and their away white kit with red numbers and trim. It's going to be worked upfield by Steamboat. Nice little outing there. Looked like that may have been Reese Cohen, or no, that's Pete Dorr. Who is up there for the Sailors. Looks like he'll start at least at the attacking midfield role.
Now chasing this one down. Caparelli keeping it alive near side. Gets it up to Washburn, a little cheeky play on the sideline. Eventually, though, it's going to be taken back by Battle Mountain. Nice little tackle there from Brown. He gets the outside pass from Washburn, and Brown will work it upfield as we have just a couple minutes gone in this first half of play. 38 on the clock and still a scoreless game here. Starting in keep for Battle Mountain, it is Cruz Ramirez, one of the select few underclassmen on this roster, as he is just a sophomore. Caparelli had the ball for a moment, lost it, and you can see that the Sailors have really been trained to kind of pull back here, make sure that you stay behind the ball, because Caparelli didn't even really pursue too much on that last play. All, again, worked on a long through. That's going to go all the way into the 18 to be scooped up by Kovac, and Axel Kovac now will survey his options up the field of play and decides on a big booming kick here. Kovac ends up sending this one all the way into the Battle Mountain half. However, no Sailors there initially. Follow up on the 50-50. Turns into a possession for Steamboat. Cardillo will take this one, and he just slides one back across as Castor has it. He can't connect there. He was looking to find Devin John. Instead, worked the other direction. It's a foot race, and Kovac will win that one. Sending it upfield again, taken though by a Battle Mountain player on that far side. And a lofty attempt here is going to be headed forward by Washburn. Possessed again here on the near side by the Battle Mountain Huskies, but it was touched away from Ivan Solis' possession. It will be a Huskies throw on the near side, and trotting up to take it looks to be Finnegan. Now it's going to be tossed into the foot, and Harrison Rubies will once more switch the pitch, finding his inside man. That's Quinn Mitchell, and Mitchell will send this one upfield. Nice job there from Brown reading it and getting ahead on it, sending it forward once more to Castor. Now he finds Kleins, back again to Devin John, and John will just reverse course over the ball. Initially he was looking to possibly find Kovac, instead decided on that far sideline once again. It was dispossessed. Chance at frame. That one hits the uprights and will come back to become a goal kick for your Steamboat Sailors. Always seems as though with these fall games we would have quite the combat of this sun right in our eyes here as we're looking east to west across the field in terms of where the press box is. Kovac with the first goal kick for either squad, sends one upfield. That one's gathered in by a Battle Mountain player, but a good little pressure applied as Perez was on it for Steamboat. Works it back to John. Devin John goes back up that sideline to Perez. Again, your Sailors left right here on 105.7 KTYV and online as well at steamboatradio.com. Work near side, finds the foot once again of that left center back. It's Harrison Arubis. Comes up near side, finds the foot of Ramirez. Cuts to the middle of the field, dispossessed. Nice job there from the Sailors, and it's worked up to Dorr. Touches it outside to Caparelli. Back to Dorr on the give and go, but it's a little too far for him. And it'll be eventually worked back to Cruz Ramirez. Comes near side with a pass to Harrison Rubis with 5 minutes elapsed now in this first half of play. Sends it inside again to Quinn Mitchell, as those are your two center backs on the opposing Battle Mountain Huskies team. Working near side again to Rubis. Nice challenge there from Caparelli. Nearly got it away from him, but ever calm. That was Harrison Rubis, able to once again get a good touch on the ball. Worked up near sideline. Sailors will have a chance at a throw in here. Washburn tosses it into Castor, and he gives it back to Washburn. Back out to Kevin Castor. He has to go shoulder to shoulder here, but a good tackle there from a Battle Mountain attacking player. It was Kevin Chavez, but it will be an errant pass from Chavez that turns into a throw-in for your Steamboat Sailors. They're just a few feet off of their own end line here, so Steamboat will look to build from the back, hopefully get some possessive numbers, and hopefully a little bit of an attack here. Sailors still waiting for their first real challenge on frame for Cruz Ramirez, a sophomore starting keep. On the other side of the ball, the Huskies have had a shot. It did go off of the upright, so it wasn't on frame technically, but they've had some good numbers in terms of possession in the Steamboat half. We'll see if they can change that up. The Sailors, that is. Worked inside now. Nice little challenge from Kevin Castor. He came in hard, works up the near side, ends up sliding over a ball. It's going to be another possession here for Battle Mountain, and you can see this is a very solid team. And the Battle Mountain Huskies, they're ranked 2 right now in the state, or CHASA at least. 33-25 remaining here in this first half of play. Still scoreless from Edwards, Colorado. Do want to thank Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Also, the Paoli Group. If you're searching for your own prime real estate, you can give them a call at 870-0552. Sailors do possess this, trying to trot out towards that midfield line. It's going to be Caparelli working it up to Alfredo Perez. He couldn't continue the possessive numbers, though. It's Battle Mountain the other direction, only so far as that left outside back, Devin John, making another nice play at the ball. And a throw in here in Steamboat territory for the Battle Mountain Huskies. They were tossing it from the end of the Steamboat bench on that far side of the field of play. Deja vu play here as the ensuing throw was kicked right back out of bounds by your Sailors defensive unit. And now it's Pete Dorr trying to pressure a little bit and have that become a Steamboat possession, and eventually it does. Dorr has this one, works it back to the line, and Castor will go to Brown. Sam Brown switches the pitch. Errant play there off the outside of his foot. Couldn't connect with Murat Washburn. And it'll be a throw-in now for Battle Mountain. Huskies will have this one deep in Steamboat territory. It'll be taken by Trevino Twist. Gets his man, but a nice play defensively from Murat Washburn, and eventually another goal kick coming up. I believe this is the second one for Axel Kovac and company, and your Sailors will watch on. 31-53 left here in this first half, still scoreless from Battle Mountain High School here on the I-70 corridor. Really good start for the Steamboat Sailors. Defensively, they have been pretty stout. Battle Mountain hasn't gotten anything going thus far. The Sailors, however, offensively, it looks like they're going to be pretty opportunistic, hoping for something. Murat Washburn with a nice tackle near sideline. He's going to work it up to Oliver Caparelli. Good first touch by Caparelli. Now he tries to bust around the outside, but it was Twist who got back in a hurry. Sends it to Quinn Mitchell, and Mitchell will just slow it down. And again, you see immediately those attacking forwards. It looks as though the Sailors are almost playing a 4-1-4-1. I don't know if that's even a thing, but that's kind of the outlay of it, because they've got a lot of midfielders who they will likely send up in case of an attack, but for the most part, they're holding him back. Sam Brown now wraps his man up in a good way, and the mid official will call that one. He had both arms. So a free kick coming up here for Battle Mountain. Sam Brown was having none of that. The attacking player that was coming up was Ivan Solis, who was a midfielder, at least on the sheet. It's going to be Twist who will serve this in. And it's a quick restart on this foul. And the shot from up top blocked off by Castor. Nice job there from Kevin Castor. And the clear from your Steamboat Sailors remains scoreless. Pete Dorr trying to pressure a little bit. However, again, that mid-backs for this Battle Mountain team. They've played with each other a long time, and you can see they've got a lot of chemistry back there between that left and right center back for the boys in black and gold. It's going to be taken and fired to the foot of Luis Castillo. Castillo switches the pitch to the far side. Battle Mountain will try to attack there, but the Huskies again just running into a wall of white. Your Sailors doing an excellent job thus far with just half an hour left in this first half of play. The defensive unit is pretty strong, and they've been all together, and now a free kick earned here for the Steamboat Sailors. Didn't see the foul. May have been a handball. Steamboat will restart this one. Looking for a number over there. I don't know if that's Kevin, who's already been moved to that left center back role. It looks like it may be one of the bigger on the field. Battle Mountain does possess once more. They'll take it from their own half of that midfield line. Now Caparelli jumps in. Good little challenge there, trying to take it away from the foot of Castillo. He couldn't quite do it. Ball works to the near sideline, and a little through ball to Twist. Initially does not end up in any attacking role. Now here's Caparelli. He's going to try and chase it down on the near side, but it's pushed back to Cruz Ramirez, and once again, Caparelli will just hold up as the Sailors back right off of that, and you can see what they're going to be doing for the better part of the game. Long ball attempt. Man is in. They say he's onside. Nice job from Washburn getting back. The service comes to the top of the 18. A sliding Sailors player does not end up with possession initially. A second effort, though, from Reese and John will turn into a Steamboat possession. They're able to at least clear to that midfield line. Nice possession here from Pete Dorr. He's able to get free. Tried for the through ball. Couldn't quite connect there with Cardillo, and it's turned the other direction by, again, that back line of Battle Mountain. throughout the lineup, you have a lot of players who have played big minutes at big moments in games for this Battle Mountain team. They don't have a whole lot of underclassmen. In fact, only a handful by my count. And no freshmen. So that tells you all you need to know about this Battle Mountain squad. 28-11 left. Still scoreless here from this first half at Edwards, Colorado. Your Sailors now trying to get a little bit of attacking of their own. They could not do so. And a long through ball again up this near side. Offsides, however, is going to bring it back as Twist comes in. And his shot was well after the whistle. And so it will become a Steamboat free ball as Twist was in behind that defensive line. And the Sailors, again, if they're going to push up with any attack and try and get some extended time in that offensive half, they're going to make sure that back line is strong like it was. Sticking together as a unit, creating that offsides, and a change of possession. Your Sailors have it once again. 27-24 remaining, a 0-0 game here from Edwards, Colorado. We do want to thank Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. If you have friends coming to town, give them a call, 879-8000. Ask for the Locals Connection discount. Here's an opportunity. Shot. Big save there from Kovac. As again, you see this continued attack of Battle Mountain. They've gotten some guys in behind that defensive line, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Steamboat has to be wary of it because there's a lot of speed up front for this Husky squad. Kovac, though, equal to the task this time. Do want to also thank Mountain Mattress and Furniture, located in Loggers Lane, offering the best prices and service without leaving the valley. Shop local, sleep great. Looks like we're going to get a new ball. This one was not a game ball, and so Battle Mountain will take it. It looks to be Trevino Twist who will do the honors here from the near sideline. Again, your Sailors left to right on 105.7 KTYV, and they're going to have to defend the corner kick. First one of its kind. Service is up, and it was a good one. Ends up falling to the foot there of Leonardo. Back to Twist. Service back post. That one was offsides, however, and another really good job from the Steamboat defense. This is a Battle Mountain team that will inevitably create scoring chances. You just have to make sure that you are up to the task when those come. And now all of a sudden the official is giving Axel Kovac a few extra yards because it was an offsides. It is not a goal kick. 26 minutes up on the clock here in first half play. Still scoreless from Battle Mountain High School, and one of the better first 15 minutes of play I've seen from the Steamboat Sailors here this year. And that's exactly what I talked about with Brian Harvey before this game started. It's a team that is still kind of finding its way, just 4 games into this season. Yes, it's 1-3, but there's been some real good signs from the Sailors, and this is a rivalry matchup. So you know that they're going to bring their best game here tonight. Now a nice little move up this near sideline. It's going to be Ramirez opening up a service into the 18. Cleared out by the Sailors initially. Follow-up shot. Too many laces under the ball there from Ivan Solis. And that might be a souvenir on that their road in. Unless it might have been stopped by the secondary fence. 25 minutes and change remaining here as the JV player is helping me out. Gets a little bit of grief from his counterparts sitting up front. Don't worry. Someone else will do the second half, bud. Don't you worry about a thing. It's going to be worked upfield by the Steamboat Sailors. Pete Dorr has this at the midfield line. Gets dispossessed, however. Taking back Dorr, shoves him from behind. They're going to play advantage initially. Whistle now will bring this one back. It's going to be a free kick for the Huskies. Just extending the arms a little bit too much there for the officials' liking. And the Superbrella moves just enough to have me be able to sit down at least momentarily. Restart is a quick one once again. Battle Mountain wastes no time here. They know what they're doing. They're a pretty well-oiled machine. And like I said, they've got a few games at hand on the Steamboat Sailors. And it's amazing what just a few games can do, especially in the early season. Because you can see some of the intricacies within the game. Those give and goes plays especially. Those quick touches on the ball. That's at game speed. You can get a lot of experience inside of 3 games. Under 24 minutes remaining here in a scoreless one from Battle Mountain High School. Your Sailors left to right on KTYV 105.7. They are online as well at steamboatradio.com, and it's going to be worked up that far side from Battle Mountain. They now work it to the back line, finding Mitchell. Crosses the field with a pass to Rubies, and Rubies now will look upfield himself. Makes a little bit of a run. Swings it out to this near sideline. finds the foot of Bryant Ramirez. Service to the top of the box. Shot! And that one was just off the mark. They try and plead their case for a corner. But that one will end up as a goal kick. Solis was the one to volley that out of the air, and it was a beauty. He got his hips around that one, kept it low. If he was on the mark, it would have been a good chance for Battle Mountain. Going to step back to the studio so I can take a quick sip. We will be back with more first half action here on KTYV 105.7. We're online as well at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you, your family, and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000 or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, the lodging leader.
I really thought I'd picked a pretty prime time with the ball deep in Battle Mountain territory to step back, but as we were away, Battle Mountain able to attack with speed, and Luis Castillo from perhaps 5 or 10 yards beyond the top of the 18 ripped one home, and Battle Mountain has a 1-0 lead here over your Steamboat Sailors. 22-26 remaining. The Sailors setting this one up in the big circle and just about set to restart this. The one conundrum of this counterattack game that the Sailors are trying to play here today. Earned free kick will be an opportunity for the Sailors to possess once again. But the one conundrum you run into, right? Double-edged sword. If you do let that first goal up and then possibly a second, then all of a sudden you're playing from behind and you have to turn that game plan on its head. So definitely helps to get the first goal when you are playing this counterattack and trap kind of game plan, but the Sailors unable to do so. Luis Castillo gets the first one here from Battle Mountain High School. 1-0 lead for the hometown Huskies. 21:45 left on KTYV. First half action for your Steamboat Sailors boys soccer team. A really full week after such a slow start to this season, it seemed, in terms of games. Now all of a sudden 3 in 1 week here for Steamboat. They've got the game today against Battle Mountain, and then 2 home games on Thursday and Saturday respectively. And we'll have all of those, of course, right here on your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 105.7, online as well at steamboatradio.com. Castor trying to push forward a little bit, get some offensive pressure. Looks as though there could have been a foul. It will indeed be just that, and a free kick for the Steamboat Sailors. And in range to possibly challenge on frame if the Sailors want to do it. Castor calling for the 10 yards here. And now we'll usher up Reese John to possibly take this one. The freshman for your Steamboat Sailors gets the nod. 20 minutes and change remaining here in the first half, and the Sailors going to load the box, and they need to do it. They're trying to take advantage of the set piece. John keeps it low. It's going to be cleared out by the Huskies. Now Marat Washburn will try and gauge it. Jumps up, gets a head on it, pushes it forward. Caparelli, though, was offsides, and that one comes back and becomes a Battle Mountain ball. So you have to try and capitalize on those set pieces when you get them in the offensive half. John decided to keep it low, and that one was cleared out seemingly with relative ease. 1-0 score here, Battle Mountain on top. From Edwards, Colorado, your Sailors trying to claw back into this one. Still plenty of ball game left. In fact, 60 minutes remaining in the game. 20 minutes left in the half here on KTYV. Do want to thank Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice and the homeowner's friend. Ball be worked from the far sideline, thrown here at the end of the Steamboat bench. It'll be a Battle Mountain possession, or at least an opportunity at that. Waiting on the center official's whistle here. He gets it, and the toss goes to the back line, just about that midfield yellow striping. Battle Mountain takes this. They'll work it to the near side. Rubies Gets it with the left foot, serves it up to the near sideline with the right. It'll be chased down in plenty of time by Bryant Ramirez. Works it up the middle to the goal scorer. That is Castillo. Now Caparelli takes it away. Sailors able to work this one upfield. Caparelli, however, was 1-on-4 there and eventually was dispossessed from a good tackle by Battle Mountain. Now it's Twist. Good little through ball. He's got his man coming in. It's Solis. Good little tackle there, though, from Sam Brown. And the Sailors have it once again. Work near sideline. Errant pass turns into another Battle Mountain possession. Castor able to reach back with the right foot. However, he'll kick it out inadvertently. And so it will become a Battle Mountain throw here deep in Steamboat territory. 18:40 left in this first half of play. 1-0 score. Battle Mountain on top of your Sailors. Steamboat, of course, battling that 1-3 start thus far. It's going to be Battle Mountain with this one. Nice little pressure applied, and then Washburn eventually gets enough help, but they say he was extending the arm a little bit too much there against Danny Barajas, and so a free kick for Battle Mountain. So it'll be a two-man wall here for the Steamboat Sailors. Going to be served up. Bounces at the top of the 18. Skips in. And it will be settled by Battle Mountain once again. Huskies will work it to the outside. Far side of the 18. Good speed on display, but the Sailors with Jack Kleins able to match that. And eventually it'll become a goal kick. So nice job from Kleins. He's able to go stride for stride with that Battle Mountain player. 17:43 remaining in this first half, and a 1-0 deficit for your Steamboat Sailors trying to come back there. Donning their away white kits with the red numbering and trim. Going to be worked up the far side of the field of play. Kicked forward for a moment and then taken back again and worked up by Devin John. He gets help in the middle of the field from Pete Dorr. Taken back by Battle Mountain. Fancy little play. Turns into an intercept from Sam Brown. He goes over the head of Caparelli. He can't keep it alive on the near sideline. And so it will be a throw-in here for Battle Mountain. Huskies make it a quick one with Ramirez finding Rubies. He switches the pitch, finding Quinn Mitchell, and Mitchell surveys his options up the field of play, decides to complete the switch, I should say, as he finds his man on that far side. The overlap play there. Harrison Rubies was looking for the ball back, though, and he gets it deep in his own territory. Looks upfield now and finds the foot on the near sideline of his target. That was Bryant Ramirez. Ramirez goes back again. This time it's Ivan Solis. Again, Battle Mountain in no particular rush to try and force anything. As they have the 1-0 lead with 16.5 to go in this first half of play. Worked up that far sideline. Good speed on display, both sides of the ball, and sliding back it was Kleins. And he is going to, no, that was Perez, pardon me. He's going to kick that out across the end line, and we've got ourselves, I think it's the second corner of the day here for the Battle Mountain Huskies. Solis and Twist both coming over. Looks like Twist wins that rock, paper, scissors battle and will take the corner for the Huskies. They're going to load it up at the top of the 18. Service comes in, bending to the back post, but it gets by everybody. And Washburn is going to hustle out to this near sideline, but it's all for naught. It'll become a Steamboat throw-in deep in their own territory here with 15 minutes and change remaining. Errant throw, however, turned immediately upfield by the Huskies. Now a little chip through. Almost found a man behind the line. Wouldn't have counted offsides there, as again your Sailors doing an excellent job defensively as a unit to nullify some of those chances. There have been a few times that the men have stayed onside and gotten in behind the line for Battle Mountain, so Steamboat still has to be really aware of that. Now Sam Brown kicks it back. That one was an offsides. It was not a goal kick. He's got to move upfield with it. I thought it was an offsides. Did they say that it was just touched inside the 18 perhaps? Off of the goal kick, I thought it was an offsides play. Regardless, opportunity. Kovac out to make a play at that ball. Able to gather it in. You're no help at all. I need a little interaction here, man. Kovac will punt this one upfield. Good, big booming kick there from Axel. 14 minutes, 40 seconds remains here in the first half of play. Devin John will head this one 1 back to Castor. 1-0 lead for the Battle Mountain Huskies on top of your Steamboat Sailors here in the waning moments of half number 1. And the sun's setting finally behind those mountains, so we can actually not have to squint the whole time. Big switch on the near side is going to become a Steamboat throw-in right about that midfield stripe, as Murat Washburn will take this one. Looking for Dorr. Got away from him. Solis, however, dispossessed. Nice job from Steamboat in the middle of pitch. This is going to be taken by Castor. Works it back to Washburn. Washburn now tried to work it upfield, but it's going to be taken right back by the boys in black and gold. Men hold hands there, and that will become a foul and a free kick. Cardillo was trying to say, why did I get that foul? It wasn't actually against him. It was Washburn who kind of held on to the Battle Mountain player's hand, and once again earning it, it's Barajas. He'll take this one himself as well. Serves it back side of the goal. Looks as though that'll be a whistle, and offsides called, and thus a free kick for the Steamboat Sailors. 13:25 remaining now. Still 1-0 here. Battle Mountain on top of your Sailors, but Steamboat, again, they've done a really good job this whole evening defensively. I mean, they've had everyone back, it seems. Not a whole lot of attacking that comes in, though, when you have everyone on your own half of that midfield striping, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens at halftime and what kind of adjustments Coach Bowman makes, because you do need to attack at least somewhat if you want to score. Best chance was probably on that set piece that Reese John was able to fire off. It didn't end up on frame or anything, but at least they had that opportunity on the set piece, and that was maybe 15 yards beyond the top of the 18, far sideline. While I was busy talking about nothing, 12:38 remains. 1-0 score. Battle Mountain on top of your Sailors. Work it up to that far side. Kleins tried to take it down. He's going to be bumped, but eventually it will become a throw-in for Steamboat just in front of the Battle Mountain bench. Toss comes into Dorr. He's going to settle it with the chest and works it over to an overlap there. That was Cardillo. Dorr has again. Back to Cardillo again. Chips it back looking for Dorr. Couldn't connect. Taken by Solis. And they're going to play advantage here as Battle Mountain works it up the field to play. Long ball attempt. Knocked forward by Murat Washburn. Able to read that one well. Gives it to Caparelli, and the Sailors all of a sudden showing a little bit of signs of life here in the attacking half. Now it's going to be Dorr who once more takes this one over. He'll switch the pitch looking for Devin John. Steps in, fires it upfield. Finds Kleins. Gives it off to Alfredo Perez. Perez now looks to the middle of the pitch. Finds Cardillo with a pass. And a little spin move opens up space for himself. Cardillo now going to try and body a man off. Eventually loses it for a moment. Gets taken down. No whistle. As Dorr steps in. Gets Devin John on the overlap. And the Sailors are applying some pressure here. John looking to streak out to this one, but it's going to be Cruz Ramirez who beats the man to the ball there. 11:27 left in the first half, but probably the best attack for the Steamboat Sailors as they were able to come up the field with possession. Now it's Solis at the midfield line for this Battle Mountain team. Works it outside to Trevino Twist. Twist gives it back to Solis, again at that midfield striping. Into the big circle, he finds the goal scorer, Luis Castillo. And Castillo just continues to switch the pitch to that far side. Huskies trying to work and attack, and that's just a misfire between the brain and feet of Wyatt Hall. And ends up going across that far sideline, and it will be a Steamboat toss. So both teams going back and forth here in the final 10 minutes and change of this first half. Kleins took that one where no man wants to, and he'll go down, and I think that he's just fine. He just kind of took one right off of the lower gut region. He'll be helped to the bench. Should be just fine, however. Purchasser Rills will have to sub off because the whistle did come. 10.5 minutes left here. A 1-0 score with Battle Mountain on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Want to thank Mountain View Car Wash helping the Sailors clean the competition between Town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Also Russell's Auto Salon, the premier full-service auto body shop. We always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515. Steamboat Ace Hardware is the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. And lastly, the Paoli Group. Not last, really, but Paoli Group, if you're searching for your own prime real estate, you can give them a call at 870-0552. Off off of the drop kick and ensuing plays. It's an attack for Battle Mountain. Chance. Shot. Big save from Kovac. Rebound is kicked forward by Brown. He finds Perez. Alfredo Perez taken down dangerously from behind. That'll be a whistle. And I'm surprised that one's not a card, honestly. The slide by Danny Barajas was a dangerous one. Now it's going to be pushed forward again. Barajas will settle and get away from Sam Brown. Takes Brown down. Looks like he clipped him in the face there as he walked over him. Now it's going to be a twist, keeping it alive. Brown is down behind the play. And now it's going to be an attempted bicycle kick there that goes well over the goal. Sam Brown still down behind the play. Goal kick coming up here once everything is settled. 10:24 on the clock. They're going to have to run this one. They forgot to restart it after that Jack Klein's whistle, so we'll have to run some time off. Looks like he was pointing at the fact that he did get hit, so they do stop it once again, but 1-0 score here. Will step away to the studio. Sam Brown getting 10-2 on the field of play.
Number 13, John Kaiser.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the Ranch and Rural Property Specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the Ranch Division.
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, President of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall's upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back with you here from Edwards, Colorado. Your Steamboat Sailors down 1-0 right now to the Battle Mountain Huskies. 10:20 on the clock, and we've got a new player on the field. Jackson Scott has made his way onto the pitch. Oliver Caparelli will move to that right outside back position with Washburn moving inside. Just movement that I can mention right now because there's no play happening, but really as well as I do that soccer's so much a game of taking the space that's allotted to you and kind of filling in for your teammates. Goal kick when it's all said and done for the Steamboat Sailors. Sam Brown on that far sideline getting 10-2 from the training staff of Battle Mountain. Worked outside. Scott gets his first touch on it right away. Gives it to Dorr. He overruns the ball. Fancy footwork there on display from Luis Castillo, who tried to do a little rainbow. So Battle Mountain, you can see. Not lacking any confidence in their play, I guess, is a good way of putting it. 9:48 left with a 1-0 score. Huskies on top of your Sailors. Steamboat tries to keep it alive on that far sideline. They're not able to do so. Toss comes in. That one over the head of the intended target. Looks like Bryce Setzman may have checked into the game. His first taste of action here on the evening as well. Comes to Rubies. Looks upfield. Rubies decides on the near side. Finds the foot of Andy Lopez right up to Twist, goes on the overlap. Twist, though, didn't like it, gives it back to Quinn Mitchell instead, and Mitchell will go across that midfield line with possession for Battle Mountain. Long through ball, finds his man, that was Barajas, worked into the 18, and quick footwork on that far side keeps this ball alive. It looks like that was served in, and a shot attempt just over the goal frame. Good effort from Battle Mountain. but it was really the effort from Wyatt Hall to keep that ball alive to begin with that earned it, and then it was Barajas who had the opportunity, unable to put it home. However, goal kick coming up, still a 1-0 game here. Your Sailors down by a tally. Castillo, the lone goal scorer for either team. 8.5 minutes left in this first half of play. Another throw-in attempt. This time it's the Sailors on the far side. Again, they're left-right here on KTYV 105.7. Brown's still getting tended to. It looks like he's getting checked for a concussion, if I'm not mistaken, on that far side. Ball comes back to Rubis, and he's got a few different options available to him. The sides on that near sideline, he finds Lopez with the ball. Andy Lopez works it back to the goal scorer, that's Castillo. Now to Twist, back to Rubis. 8 minutes on the clock. Rubis works it up. He finds Barajas. Through ball attempt. Finds a reaching Castillo, and his shot well off the mark. Becomes another goal kick for Axel Kovac and company. 7:52 left now here in this first half of play. Still a 1-0 game from Edwards, Colorado. It's going to be Castor, gives it back to Kovac. Serves one up, and at the midfield line, it's headed forward by a Battle Mountain player. Then Perez has it, gives it over to Zetzman. Battles for this, gives it back to Devin John. John on that far sideline, keeping it alive, working his way through one player, then two, but it's taken back away from him by a Battle Mountain attacking player, and then forced out of bounds, and the last touch is off of a Husky, and so with that, a throw-in for your Steamboat Sailors once again from that far sideline. The Huskies do take it back. They'll have possession of the midfield line. Mitchell gives it to Castillo. Far side now, he finds his mark. 7 minutes on the clock. 1-0 score, first half of play here from Edwards, Colorado. Ball once more worked to Mitchell. He's the captain here for this Huskies squad, wearing the armband on the left arm. Worked outside to Twist. He's in on side. Serves it back across the top of the 18. Out to Castillo. However, Cardillo will take it instead. Cardillo forced from behind. That was a hard foul there from Wyatt Hall, and so it becomes a free kick for your Steamboat Sailors. Caparelli serves one up the field of play. Turned back again. Caparelli intercepts. Ollie Caparelli comes right out by outside back slot. He's going to work into the top of the 18. Tries to get by a defender, gets taken down. Whistle blows. Free kick coming up for your Sailors. 6:13 to go. This one just 10 yards beyond the top of the 18, and Caparelli wants to take it himself. 6 minutes on the clock now and change. 1-0 Says. He gets tackled off of his possession, however. A little chip through. Caparelli gets back on the defensive side and finds the foot of Reese John. Gets it up to Kleins. Now to Dorr. Dorr at the midfield line. Tries a through ball. He was looking to connect with Scott there. Scott tries to pressure and forces a man into a bad pass. The Sailors take it back in the big circle. Now it's Washburn giving it back to Kleins. 4.5 minutes left here in this first half of play. Kovac will take it from his own 18. Switches the pitch to the far side. Finds the foot of Devin John. Runs around a defender. Pushes it up the sideline. Stays alive. And eventually goes off of a Battle Mountain player. And it will be a toss for Steamboat. A quick one at that. Zetzman runs into a man. Keeps the ball. Gives it to Peter Dorr. However, the soft pass is intercepted. Goes back to Zetzman again. Tries to keep it alive, but he runs out of real estate. And it becomes a throw-in for Battle Mountain with 4 minutes on the clock. Sailors do have it again, however. It's going to be Scott battling for this. Shoulders it to Washburn. And it'll be Battle Mountain with it once more. Worked up field, and it'll be taken in by Pete Dorr. At the midfield line, he just stumbles over the ball. Taken back again by the boys in black and gold. That was Leonardo. He lost the ball as Devin John gets it. Finds Zetzman, but it was a little too far for him, and dribbles across the sideline. 3.5 left. 1-0 score. Battle Mountain on top of your Steamboat Sailors here. But Steamboat definitely starting to establish themselves and getting some more time. That first, 20, 25 minutes of the game was spent in the defensive third for the Sailors. They've gotten some opportunities on the other side, so looking good. Looks like we'll have another throw in, this one for Battle Mountain on that far side of the field of play. Just in front of their own bench here. Huskies will have the toss. Waiting for the ball, though. Do want to thank Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. If you have friends coming to town, give them a call at 879-8000. Ask for the Locals Connection discount. Also, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, located on Loggers Lane, offering the best prices and service without leaving the valley. Shop local, sleep great. Sailors will have this. It's going to be taken and fired up field. Scott intercepts a pass there from Castillo. He's got the lone goal. Castillo does chase down his own ball. Tries to give it up to Twist, and Twist just kind of misplays that one. And eventually it's going out across the near sideline. It'll become a Steamboat throw-in. And it will be Caparelli to take it for your Steamboat Sailors. Again, waiting on the ball boys here from Battle Mountain. 2:12 left and ticking down in the first half of play. Ollie Caparelli will take this one. He's calling for a little bit of movement towards him. Instead, going to be forced into a long toss. That one off the head of Kleins. Finds Pete Dorr, and the 50-50 comes down to the Sailors. Dorr makes a run of it. Gives it back to Reese John. Touches it to Castor. Volleys it upfield, but that one's intercepted. And then Dorr steps over a man. They're trying to earn themselves a call on that. Not going to happen. The official is well on top of it. Now it's taken by Battle Mountain. This one is Wyatt Hall, who works at near side. Twist. Not quite enough wheels to chase that one down. It'll be a Steamboat throw-in with 93 seconds on the clock. First half rapidly coming to its conclusion. 1-0 score, Battle Mountain on top, but it's Barajas who forces a turnover there. Now Reese John, top of his own 18. He's going to be losing that battle. Huskies do have a chance at it, but a nice shot from Kovac to curtail that attack. Now it's off of an attacking Barajas and out of play as Caparelli was trying to send it upfield. And so we have another throw in here on the near sideline. 61 seconds on the clock and ticking down now. 1-0 score. Your Sailors going to try and get a quick toss off and hopefully find a little bit of possession and maybe an attacking attempt here in the waning moments. Caparelli to Dorr. Once again, he just runs out of room there. Worked up the other direction by Battle Mountain. Dorr has to try to find himself as he was kind of turned around in a circle. 30 seconds on the clock. Another Steamboat possession. This one on a throw-in from the far side. Devin John will wait for help. 20 seconds to go now in this first half, and it is a 1-0 score with Battle Mountain on top. As the clock continues to run down here, the Sailors really are just going to try and get to halftime at this juncture. 1-0 score. John will work it up the field of play. No one home for the boys in white. 8 seconds on the clock now, and even Battle Mountain has just about run its course in terms of what they can do. Rubies is going to try and send one across the field. We come to the horn. First half's in the books. We'll be back with the second half of action after this. This is your Sailor Sports Connection, KTYV 105.7. We're online as well at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty. It's time now for Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Let's go, Sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, President of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall's upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor soccer squad. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Skip Beardo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor Soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, contractor's choice, homeowner's choice.
The
Steamboat Sailors are on the air.
I'm Brian Harvey, inviting you to join me and Mike Deemer from Johnny B. Good's Diner as the Steamboat Sailors hit the road to take on the Hotchkiss Bulldogs. Your Steamboat Sailors are sitting at 2-2, and the Bulldogs are at 2-1. Steamboat is fresh off a big win against the Middle Park Panthers and look to continue their winning ways. Pre-game starts at 6:30 and kickoff is at 7. And of course, you can listen to it on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 or by going to KTYV on the TuneIn app. And if you can't make it to the game, you can watch it live on the Steamboat Radio YouTube channel. Sailors football is made possible by Yampa Valley, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Burlette Roofing, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty. Bringing you Steamboat Sailors football this Friday night from Gardner Field.
Steamboat Sailors football on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and SteamboatRadio.com. It's time now for your Steamboat Sailors Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name is Alfredo Perez. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is number 9. My position is center mid. I've been playing for 5 years. I also like to play basketball. Outside of school sports, I like to also be involved in mountain biking. I'd like to go to college at CU Boulder. I don't think I'm going to play at a college. In 10 years, I see myself being an engineer. My favorite subject in school is math. I don't have a favorite movie because I've watched so many. Last summer, I went to watch a soccer game. I went to go watch in Denver, Mexico, and Canada. My goal for the season is my goals for life are to be successful at being an engineer. What I will remember about being a sailor is playing in the soccer season. My name is Alfredo Perez. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School. Proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
This is Skip Yurdo from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailors soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, homeowner's choice.
The team of Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdowns. Dances.
Managing local land involves balancing resources such as agriculture, water, and wildlife. I'm Brian Ripley, and I have over 16 years of experience managing ranch resources as your neighbor here in Routt County. I'm the ranch and rural property specialist for the Paoli Group with the support of Colorado Group Realty. Put your trust in someone that has the practical experience and knowledge to help you with all of your ranch, rural, and equine property needs. I aspire to help you reach all of your real estate goals. I'm Brian Ripley, and you can find me at thepaoligroup.com in the ranch division.
Steamboat Resorts has been welcoming the world to the Yampa Valley for more than 30 years. Hi, this is Todd Siefkin, Executive General Manager for Steamboat Resorts. With a large array of properties situated around the mountain base, we can host you and your family and friends for your next Steamboat vacation. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for your Locals Connection discount. That's 879-8000 or go online to steamboatresorts.com. Steamboat Resorts, lodging leader.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
My name's James Brunson. I'm a senior at Steamboat Springs High School. My number is 7. My position is center mid. I've been playing soccer for about 10 years. I also like to play hockey, ping pong, and speedball. Outside of school and sports, I'm also involved in numerous clubs at the high school, like National Honor Society, and I also work at Los Locos up at the mountain. I'd like to go to college at the Colorado School of Mines. In college, I hope to play soccer or hockey at the club level, hopefully. In 10 years, I see myself hopefully graduated from college, working a job I enjoy going to every day, and just having a good time. My favorite subject in school is math because I'm good at it and I'm Asian, so it fits the stereotype. Last summer, I worked a lot at Los Locos. I hung out with friends, went out on Stagecoach a lot boating. My goals for this season are just to stay healthy, hopefully get a home playoff game this year. My goals for life are to have a good job, good relationships in my life, have a nice house, make some money. What I'll remember most about being a sailor is the bonds that I've created with all my teammates and the family that I'll always have for the rest of my life. My name's James Burnson. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Steamboat Ace is a proud sponsor of the Steamboat Sailors. That's not the only way Ace supports the kids in our community.
Hi, Bridget here from Steamboat Ace. We are so proud to be a part of the Steamboat community. It's our priority to support and encourage positive activities and hobbies for our youth.
How do you do that?
In addition to local scholarships, Ace invites the sailor community to fundraise for their activity or club by providing a great venue and supplies to host a hot dog or bake sale.
I love it. Every weekend I can shop at Ace and support a great cause.
Steamboat Ace, you're proud to support the Steamboat Sailors shopping place.
Hi, Steamboat friends. This is Charlie Green from Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Do you ever notice how grumpy your parents get when house guests arrive? Or how mean your big sister gets when you have to share her room for the weekend? I've got the secret to keep everyone happy. Stop by Mountain Mattress and Furniture on Loggers Lane for the best price and selection on Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Simmons mattresses. Plus a great selection of linens and even comfy mattresses for the pull-out couch. If everyone sleeps, everyone stays happy, and a great mattress from Mountain Mattress and Furniture is the secret.
Let's go, sailors! Hi, I'm PJ Wharton, president of the Yampa Valley Bank, Steamboat's only locally owned bank, and proud sponsor of the Steamboat High School soccer broadcast. Well, fall is upon us, and it's time for some hometown soccer on the Gardner pitch. Yampa Valley Bank congratulates each player on the Sailor Soccer Squad. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. If you're looking for a better banking experience, walk, or better yet, slide tackle through our doors. Remember FDIC and equal housing lender.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we've gone green with Enviro-based paint, and we are proud supporters of Steamboat Sailors Sports.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
It's time now for your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM.
Push that button because you guys do have a once it starts. You know?
I'm Peter Dorr, and I'm a senior. I'm number 6, and I play center back.
Where'd you get that? I was looking for something out there.
I also like to play basketball, and I ski race. Outside of school and sports,
Where'd you get it, though? Do they have some?
in Steamboat Mountain School's basketball club. I'd like to go to college at Dartmouth. I will ski race in college. My favorite discipline
that's what I always do on the way out of town.
Is I see myself pursuing a successful career as a surgeon. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. And I like this movie because of the useful quotes. I went skiing in Mount Hood this summer. I went scuba diving with my family in Belize, and I played a lot of soccer. My goals for this season are to win as much as possible. My goals for life are to have a successful career and raise a successful family. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the Zirkle trip. I'm Peter Dorr, senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
That was Here's your Steamboat Sailor Spotlight on 105.7 KTYV Sports on FM. Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM is brought to you by Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Russell's Auto Salon, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals,
and the Paoli Group with Colorado Group Realty.
It's time now for Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are just underway with half number 2. Your Steamboat Sailors down 1-0 after the first 40 minutes are in the books here from Edwards, Colorado. They'll be right to left on KTYV 105.7 here in the second stanza. Quick attack here from Battle Mountain, and Sam Brown, good to see him back in there after he had to miss a little bit of time, getting knocked around somewhat in that first half, but he's been cleared to return, and here he is making a quick impact, and that is the speed that we definitely need on that back end for the Steamboat Sailors down the stretch. Again, 1-0 the score. Steamboat really started to finally find a little bit of their offensive mojo in that late stages of the first half of play. The first, I'd say 25, maybe even 30 minutes, it was really all the defensive third for the Sailors. We'll see if they can continue to kind of push forward somewhat and get some chances of their own. They have definitely put the onus on the defense, but down 1-0, you've got to change it up a little bit. Axel Kovac makes a save as Barajas had the opportunity, and we're just over a minute into this second half of play. 1-0 score. Kovac will punt it away for your Steamboat Sailors. Keeps this one low. Caroms off the noggin there of Carson Williams, and eventually the Sailors do have it for a moment. It's going to be worked up to Caparelli. It's good to have Brown in the lineup as well, because that puts Ollie Caparelli in that attacking role again. He can at least try and get something for the Sailors. You could see that there was definitely not a whole lot in the counterattack game, so if you have Caparelli in there, it helps out in that regard. Sailors, though, off the throw-in, not able to possess. It's going to be Battle Mountain instead. 1-0 score here from Edwards, Colorado again. Your Sailors right to left in this second half of play. Castor jumps up. He gets a head on the ball himself, but it's not going to be, well, initially it wasn't taken, but the Sailors do have a second effort at it. They clear it to the midfield line. Taken right back by the Huskies. Battle Mountain will try to attack. Nice little through ball, though, intercepted by Kleins. He's upended in a hard way. Jack Kleins goes down. Battle Mountain player trying to plead his case, but he got underneath Jack Kleins, who was trying to clear that ball. Kleins, however, jumps right back up. Free kick coming up for your Steamboat squad. 37-39 remaining here in the game. Brown will step into this. Sends it upfield, but that is over the head of Dorr. Turn back to the direction by Battle Mountain. The boys in black and gold try to attack here. Nice little challenge from Caparelli getting back as he's on all sides of the field of play. Now a service to the back post. Opportunity to serve right back over. Header on frame. Stopped by Kovac, who got over in a hurry. Nice job there from Axel to get back. He went post to post and back again. But he makes the big save for your Steamboat Sailors. And this one remains 1-0. And we worked up. It was too far for Alfredo Perez. And eventually, again, he's just going to turn this one back. As you can see, the Sailors have really continued to put that onus on the defensive side of the ball. They're not over pursuing any of these long ball attempts if they're not really well within range. Castor intercepts a ball of his own. He's going to turn one over to that far sideline. Caparelli touches it high, finds Cardillo. Cardillo tries to avoid pressure that was applied, gets it over to Caparelli again, and Ollie Caparelli was trying to turn the Jets on there. However, it's going to become a Battle Mountain possession. They are forced to clear that one across the far sideline, clearing the danger area. Your Sailors will have an opportunity for a throw in deep here in the attacking half. 36-14 remaining now. 1-0 score. Throw in for Caparelli. He's going to survey his options, trying to call some more attackers to the forefront here. They get it back to Caparelli. He goes to the left foot, tries to serve one up, blocked down by a Battle Mountain player, and they will clear this one upfield once again. Stepping in is Murat Washburn. Washburn puts it back up to Caparelli, too far for him, goes across the end line, or the sideline, and it becomes another throw in here. 35-41 remaining. 1-0 score. Battle Mountain is on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Boys in white. Red numbers, red trim, the right to left here on KTYV 105.7. Huskies with a long ball of their own. Intercepted by Devin John. Puts it forward. That one's going to connect with Dorr. Going to be challenged by Solis. He gets free of it. Now Pete Dorr tries to make a run. Earns himself a throw-in for Steamboat. Should be a Steamboat throw. They're going to save Battle Mountain. Wow. Not sure about that one, but I'm out here on the press box side of things, not on the pitch. Axel Kovac steps into one, lets it go. It's a big booming kick there from Kovac. That'll end up all the way in the hands of the second keeper to get some action here today. That is Finnegan. Is it not? No, it is not. I'm wrong. That's Tellis. Willie Tellis will get in there for second half action here from Edwards. It's going to be worked up. Jack Kleins takes this for the Sailors. Second touch on the ball was a little too far. It's going to be taken back by Twist. He finds his man near sideline, and it's worked inside now. Taking it was Chavez, but he's dispossessed. Sailors take it back. Twist intercepts a pass, though, and again it's Battle Mountain ball. Taken back by Alfredo Perez. Neither team really possessing here in the second half. Caparelli was wrapped up. Foul, free kick. 34-18 remaining. 1-0 score. Caparelli was unhappy with that one. He was grabbed right there on the left hip. It was a free kick, but the Sailors will send up Castor. He sends this one low and hard upfield, but it's going to be knocked forward by Battle Mountain. And Devin John push from behind. He's able to maintain his balance and reverse his course around a defender. However, Battle Mountain eventually does take it, and they fire it back to Uli Tellis. Tellis works it up that far sideline. Intercepted. I don't know what I was going with on that one. It was an errant pass, and it does become a Steamboat throw just in front of their own bench. This toss comes into Dorr. Pete Dorr now. Got tackled away from him on a sliding defender. 33 remaining and ticking down in this second half of play. Long ball attempt knocked forward by John. Nice job to get up in the air on that and push it forward. Now it's going to be Perez who takes it for the Sailors. Perez touches it back. Extra shot there from Battle Mountain player. Now Pete Dorr. He can't come up with that one. Instead, it's going to be taken by Castillo. He's a lone goal scorer here for either team. A 1-0 Huskies lead with just over 33 minutes remaining. Going to be taken on that far side of the field by Caparelli. Runs out of real estate, kicks it upfield, goes off of they say it goes off of that Steamboat player last, so Battle Mountain ball. 32-40 remains here in the game now. Want to thank Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. Battle Mountain Huskies looking like a team that is coming off of that emotional game where they were able to beat TCA 2-0. Now it's going to be Rollis on the overlap. Chipped through that back post. Cleared out by the Sailors initially. Second effort does put this one upfield. Steamboat battles for it. It's going to be put right back into the fray there, but it'll be eventually cleared out by Kevin Castor with a big booming right leg that sends that one across to the Battle Mountain side of the field of play. 31 minutes and change remain now. And it's going to be Perez. Gets it off to Reese John. Gives it to his back line. Push forward again. Back to Reese. And John makes a run of it. Tries to get it outside to Ollie Caparelli. He couldn't connect there. Instead taken by Battle Mountain for a moment. And again, it's the Sailors with possession once more. Goes off of a Steamboat player last and out of bounds. The coaching staff here for the Sailors were pleading their case as well. But again, it's Battle Mountain who ends up with the possession. 31-20 remaining, and Battle Mountain works in to the 18. Touchback, a shot, big save from Kovac. It did hit off of the goalie there. Should be a corner kick, but excellent stop from Axel Kovac. He has played a real big game for your Steamboat Sailors. Corner kick from the near side now for the Battle Mountain Huskies. You know, all told, if you're able to catch that interview with Brian Harvey earlier in the game, the Sailors have done exactly what they've needed to. Kovac has played well defensively. They've had one of their better games of the year. Now offensively, they just need to find something, anything really. They're only down 1-0. If they're able to get this next goal, that would be a huge momentum boost and obviously knot things up. We'll see if they can do it. Back-to-back corners. First one was defended well. The Sailors have to do it again, though. From the far side this time. Service is up. That one's kicked towards the goal frame. Knocked down by a Sailors player and cleared out. And a second effort from Castillo sends this one through the uprights. As Pete Dorr lets Castillo know all about what he just watched on the field. Now whistle blows. Yellow card issued. Cardillo must have been chirping a little bit there as he is going to be ushered off the field per Chassa rules. And we'll see what happens here. Not sure exactly what happened. I was not watching him, but we all know that Henry likes to run his mouth a little bit out there on the field of play. Nothing new. 29:54 remaining, and the goal kick comes again. This one headed forward by Alfredo Perez. And it's going to be worked to that far side of the field as Battle Mountain has it once more. Again, your Sailors in their white kits. Big tackle. Here comes Pete Dorr. He's got a little space to work with. His touch on the ball, though, a little too far. And it's going to be turned outside to the sideline. Pete Dorr, if he had a little bit less on that, could have possibly been in range to fire one away. But he ate his second bowl of Wheaties this morning, I heard. So no surprise to see him kicking it as far as he did. 29-12 remains. 1-0 score. Battle Mountain on top. Your Sailors trying to gain some edge once again. Like I kind of told you, if you missed the first half, the first 30 minutes or so was dominated by Battle Mountain. They didn't really get tons of chances, but in terms of field battle, there was a lot in that Steamboat defensive third. But in the last 6 to 10 minutes, we saw a lot of Steamboat finally becoming, at least finding that middle third to attacking third, and some extended attacking chances. We'll see if the Sailors can earn a few more of those and hopefully find the back of the goal here to tie things up. Still just a 1-0 game. Battle Mountain is on top, 28.5 to go. Long through ball. That's a great one. Chance shot. That one just wide. Kept out by Devin John. I don't know what exactly happened there, but Axel Kovac had to carry him around and it stayed out. That was the big thing. And then a shot there from Castillo on the overlap. Goes just over the goal frame, and it will be a goal kick here for the Steamboat Sailors. But great effort from Devin John to continue his run back. Now a goal kick coming up here as the center official has some words with Kovac. He sets it up to the far side of the 6. 27 minutes and change remaining here in this one. 1-0 score with Battle Mountain on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Kovac works this upfield. It's going to be knocked down by Pete Dorr of the Steamboat Sailors. And at the midfield line, taken back. Here's Caparelli. He jumps on that loose ball, but it'll be worked again by the Huskies. Eventually, it's going to be taken by Battle Mountain and worked all the way into the 18, where it'll be gobbled up by Kovac. Rolls it forward, declines. Works it into the middle of the field. There's Reese John. He goes toe-to-toe with the ball, and that battle is going to be won by the Huskies eventually because they do come up with possession. Great work, though, from Kevin Castor. Wow. Fancy play there from Castor. You can tell he's feeling it tonight on those small touches. He works it outside now to Washburn. Washburn fights through an attacking Battle Mountain player. Works up that right wing, and it'll be a foot race, but that ball will likely have enough juice on it to cross the end line. It does. Peter Dorr wasn't quite able to chase it down before it goes across in totality, and a goal kick coming up here for the Sailors. And again, Pete Dorr, you can see, he's a senior, but the mind games he's playing, he had the ball there, and rather than kicking it over to the Battle Mountain goalie and giving it to him, he kind of lets the Battle Mountain players chase it down and kind of gets in their head a little bit there. And earlier, of course, he gave the field goal as good sign to Castillo after he ratcheted one right through the uprights. So Pete Dorr doing his senior justice and playing a little bit of mind games here. 26-15 remains now. 1-0 score. The Huskies on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Great footwork there. Body work. Should be a goal kick at will. Kovac will have this one. He sets it to a 6. Axel's starting to, come into his own here. He's playing well. Serves one up quickly, finds the foot of Kevin Castor, and he'll just heave one upfield. So the Sailors are definitely playing that opportunistic attacking ball rather than what we saw there towards the tail end of the first half. And, of course, they did kind of grow from the back, and they were able to work their way upfield with possession, but have not been able to replicate it since. 25-31 remains, 1-0 score. Battle Mountain on top. Do want to thank Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, and Russell's Auto Salon, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics here on KTYV 105.7. Also, of course, Steamboat Ace Hardware, the Paoli Group, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture. Sliding man there for Battle Mountain, not able to direct that ball on frame. Instead, it goes out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Kovac and company. 25 minutes exactly remaining on the clock here and in the game. Got to take a while. Hold on, Battle Mountain with the ball. Once I have a second, I'm going to send it to the studio. Do need a sip of water here. Second half action, but we all know how that turned out the first half. The lone goal scored while I was away to the studio. This is going to skip upfield. It'll be taken towards the middle. Served up. Back post play. Cleared out by the Sailors. Still in the 18, though. Shot. That one blocks off of somebody. And it's somebody in white because they are saying corner kick. Great job from the Sailors defensively. They have really been sound all game long. Playing one of the better games as a unit that we've seen them play here this season. The offense hasn't been there, but, this is a Battle Mountain squad that is ranked second in the state for a reason. Served up to the back post, cleared out by Sam Brown. That'll become another corner kick, this time from the far side of the field of play. Kovac wanted to let him know that he was there, but, a good clearance nonetheless. 23:50 remaining. This service from the far side. Steamboat right to left on KTYV. It's going to be a back post one again. He had his man. Wow. Misfired on the play. It becomes a goal kick. Great looking effort from Battle Mountain. The Huskies cannot convert. However, in your Sailors we'll have Kovac set this up on the 6. And with that, I'm going to step to the studio for a quick second and grab a quick drink of water.
This is Skip Beardoff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. We are proud to sponsor Steamboat Springs Sailor soccer this season. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, contractor's choice, homeowner's
Back with you here for more second half action. There was no goals while I was away. How about that? Going to be Battle Mountain ball here. The Sailors tried to attack there off of that sequence while I was gone. They couldn't get anything on frame. Battle Mountain now takes this one. It's Solis swinging it out to that left wing. Nice job here from the Sailors getting back, forcing a foul. Scopa's checked into the game here. He's always a little bit of a spark plug, Joe Scopa. And it's going to be worked up that right wing. Caparelli ducks around one man, sends it upfield. Scopa's going to try and chase it down. He's got the wheels to do it. It'll be forcing a Battle Mountain player into possessing this one. Now a flag, a foul, a free kick is Caparelli got a little bit of extended arm there, and so it'll be Battle Mountain ball. Huskies work this one up the field of play. Nice job jumping into a lane there for the Sailors, however. And at the midfield line, Dorr takes it. He's going to have his pass intercepted. 21:35
remaining. Worked up the field by the Huskies once again. A little chip through. Cheeky attempt to play. Top the 18. Shot, and that one off of the crossbar, put into the back of the goal on the rebound. Only man available was Twiss. And he puts it home for Steamboat. Great effort on the first save from Steamboat's Axel Kovac. But Twiss able to put that one home. He was the only man there on the rebound. The Sailors tried to argue with the refs, saying that man was offsides. He was not. And it's 2-0. 21-24 remaining here. And we restart play. So, just like I was saying earlier, when you're playing that defensive game, I mean, it's tough, right? If you try and be too open right from the get-go, this is a team in Battle Mountain that can really capitalize on those inevitable open defensive sets. Huskies take it again. This is Barajas. He's going to try and get through a number of players. Shoots, scores, 3-0, just like that. Wow. So the Sailors find themselves down by 3 strikes now. 20-54 remaining in this second half of play. In soccer, so often you see those quick strikes back to back. It could go either way. It could be goals for both squads. In this case, 2 for the same team. Barajas able to put it home, and Cardillo again having words with the official there. He didn't like something. He's got to be wary of it. Already carded once. Second yellow would result in a red. Now Klein subs out. Scott comes in. I wonder if Ginger's listening. I don't see her in the audience, so she may be home listening to this one. And we restart. 3-0 the score now. Battle Mountain with 2 quick strikes. They've got 3 different goal scorers, and here they come again. Wow, Huskies trying to attack. It's going to be worked up that left wing. Eventually, though, errant plays result in a goal kick for the Sailors, as Kovac will have this once again. Just over 20 minutes remaining in the game. 3-0 score. Kovac sets it up to the far side of his 6. He surveys his field options and decides on a big booming kick. That one caroms off a couple different noggins and is settled by Solis. So that was Twiss. Now worked up field to Solis. Going to be settled now by Castillo. He switches the pitch to the far side. Steamboat in their white kits, red numbers, right to left. Here on KTYV in second half action. Worked up and eventually crossed the end line by Battle Mountain, so that becomes another goal kick for the Sailors. You know, oftentimes what they say is that you can see a lot of the game in terms of goal kicks, because the number of goal kicks generally means there's more possessive numbers for an offensive team, and that has kind of been the case here. A lot of goal kicks for the Sailors. I think less than 5 for Battle Mountain. Big booming kick again. This one knocked down. Nice job from Sam Brown, jumping into a passing lane. It's going to be taken by the Huskies, however, as they continue to press the attack. 19 minutes remaining here in this game. 3-0 score. Huskies trying to work it to the middle of the field once again. Castillo there. Spins away from the pressure. Puts one up through the uprights, and if this was football, he'd have himself at least about 18 points. He's put a lot of balls up through the uprights here this evening. 18:52 to go, and ticking down in this second half of action. Do want to thank Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between Town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Also, Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. You can call Russell's at 879-1515. Kovac will keep this low. Finds Perez. Gives it outside to Scott on a one-touch play. Upfield with that pass, but too far for Dorr. Taken instead by Mitchell. Goes D to D to Rubis, and Rubis goes right up and finds Leonardo. Leonardo makes a run from the far side to the near. Finds his mark as he connects with Kaiser. Kaiser back to Castillo. Switches the pitch to the far side. This is a really good team in Battle Mountain, and they've finally started to pick it up a little bit here
as we have just 18 minutes remaining in this game. But it seemed as though they were a little bit slow to the uptick there in the first half of play. Again, you come off of an emotional win against a top-end team like the Classical Academy, and that's, something that you would expect. 3-0 score here, and a foul free kick coming up for Battle Mountain. They'll just chip it up that left wing, and the man tries to get around one player and eventually jumps for no reason, as Kevin Castor was smarter than that. He is going to let that one dribble across the end line and become a goal kick. Kovac to take this. Steamboat warming up players on the far sideline. 17 minutes remaining in the game. Dorr has this come down to him in the big circle. Settles with the right foot, gives it outside, and it'll be worked up again. I believe that was Washburn on that far side. Now Caparelli trying to streak up the field of play. The Sailors have had a good little slew of fans who've made their way down here to Edwards, Colorado, just about an hour 15, hour 30 minutes away from Steamboat. That's, partially why this is such a great rivalry. One of the closest teams that the Sailors play in most sports. Eagle Valley may be the only one who may be closer, but I don't know that they are. I mean, it could be equidistant between Eagle Valley, or they could even be a little bit further away. Depends on how fast you're driving. Worked up now by Battle Mountain. Nice job and a little bit of a run here for Sam Brown. He'll take this one up the left wing. Trying to attack. Works one into the middle of the pitch. Nobody home. Turn the other direction. And wow, what speed on display here for Battle Mountain. Leading the charge is Wyatt Hall. And he's going to serve one across. That one bounces off of a couple different players. Stays out. Followed up now by Leonardo. Gets a man inside the 18 taken down. No whistle. That's probably a 3-0 goal, or a 3-0 score. Shot from range, off the mark. Goal kick coming up. When you're inside the 18, always a little bit more leniency. Not if it's taken advantage of, but you definitely see a little bit more physical play allotted from the officials, because you don't want to necessarily give too many PKs out. 15 and change remain. 3-0 game with Battle Mountain on top of your Steamboat Sailors here on KTYV 105.7. If nothing changes in terms of scoreboard stuff, then the Sailors will fall to 1-4. Battle Mountain will go on to a 8-0 record. A little bit more of a balanced schedule. You can see it right there. 3 games is a lot, and that's all of a sudden what the Sailors are faced with here inside of 1 week. Do you know who we're playing on Thursday and Saturday? What's that? Trying to get some help. Oh, jeez. No help at all. 14:50 remaining here. 3-0 score. Toss comes in from the near sideline. I'm going to step back to the studio for a quick moment. Back with more action here from Battle Mountain High School.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where there are no Hail Marys, just awesome touchdown dances.
I figured it out, fear not. The Sailors are going to be playing Summit at home and then Wheat Ridge at home on Thursday and Saturday, respectively. Service comes into the box, headed on goal. What a stop there from Kovac. He dove left to right. Makes the save of the game there, but it looks as though he is not feeling well after that one. Not sure if he just came down wrong, but it looks like the Sailors' goalkeeper, after making a sweet stop, is a little bit injured on the play. 13:31 remaining, 3-0 score here. Kovac has had himself a very strong game for Steamboat. He's getting checked out, though, and Charlie Welch may be taking over here for the last 13 minutes of this one. Great effort, though, from Kovac. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. He may have just kind of been laid out enough, trying to make that stop where he kind of had the impact that caused him a little brief, maybe lost his wind perhaps. Regardless, though, Kovac checks out of the game. Welch will check in. Axel's had a great game. I mean, you know, as a coach, you may just let Charlie ride this one out here. 13:31 remaining, and it will be a goal kick for Steamboat. 3-0 lead for Battle Mountain. Welch directs that one forward. And very nearly had a little miscommunication there right into the game, but Battle Mountain does take over. It's going to be Castillo. He'll take this. Little chip through, finds his mark. And the man comes in for the Huskies. Back post play, chipped up, and a nice defensive set again from your Steamboat Sailors. Reese John hits it outside to Scott. Gives it up looking for Dorr. Couldn't connect with him, however. Huskies do take over. Wyatt Hall, fancy little footwork there, keeping it alive near side. Eventually, Devin John comes up with a big connection there. Castillo does take it back for the Huskies. Battle Mountain works this one upfield. A little heel pass. It's going to go into the 18. Eventually, Castor goes back to Brown, and he'll clear this one upfield with 12:39 remaining in the game. 3-0 score, Battle Mountain on top here on KTYV, your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. Here comes Hall to the top of the 18, rips one, and into the back of the goal it goes, past Welch, who's diving left to right. And it's 4-0. Wyatt Hall with a peach there. And it does look as though Kovac's evening may be done as Welch will stay in. 12:27 to go. 4-0 score. Your Sailors down by more than maybe... I don't know if could be the nail in the coffin, the proverbial nail in the coffin there. Steamboat trying to work this one across the field, looking for any offense that they can get in the waning moments of this game. However, it's the Huskies who take it back, and they'll work it up. Wyatt Hall chases this loose ball down near side. 12 minutes on the clock, and Hall overruns a ball and is going to be going shoulder to shoulder with Devin John there. Fouling the free kick. Wyatt Hall, give him a little few words there to Devin John. Now Pete Dorr trying to pressure the goalkeeper at the other end as the Sailors look for some offense here. Any offense at all would be nice. Towards the tail end of this one, 11.5 minutes to go. Ball's chased down on the far side. Huskies take over. They'll try and work it up a little over the rainbow play there. Man was taken down in the process. They try to argue why was that not a foul, and Barajas was not pleased with it. Looks as though it's going to be a corner kick on the far side of the field of play. 4-0 lead for Battle Mountain on top of your Steamboat Sailors here, as Barajas will be the one to serve it up. I want to thank Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. 10:40 now on the clock. Barajas serves this one near post. Headed into the hands there of Welch, who had his angles well. well read, and so it becomes a throw upfield that the Sailors have. It's Caparelli taking this one. He's going to be triple teamed, loses the ball, taken back by the Huskies. They try to attack. This is going to be Castillo, who opened up the scoring with the only goal of half number one, followed up by three different goal scorers here in half two, and a 4-0 lead for the Huskies. They'll work it up the left wing. Rojas makes a stop on a dime, serves one in, headed out by Sam Brown. It's going to be taken now by Caparelli. Turns one upfield. Shoulder to shoulder there with one of the Battle Mountain players. Tackled away from him by Kevin Vasquez. Work near side to Wyatt Hall. Serves one across the top of the 18. Taken down now by the Huskies. They'll work it inside. Opportunity to get through a telephone booth of players there. And eventually a shot on frame. That one is into the back of the goal. Looks like Welch tried to dive left to right on that, looking to gather it in. He couldn't quite do so effectively. Karam's off his hands into the back of the goal, and 5-0 lead now for Battle Mountain as they've piled it on here in this second half of play. Pete Dorr will be taking this for Steamboat in the big circle. A few substitutions made on both sides of the ball. Zetzman's in, Scott is in, and the Sailors go to the bench here in this final little stretch of game from Edwards, Colorado. Sam Brown will take this for the Sailors. He's going to work it back to Welch. Settles with the right foot, goes right up the middle and finds his mark. That's Klein's. Outside to Brown. Brown up this near sideline. Going to make a little bit of a run himself. Pass the doors behind the mark, and it'll be Battle Mountain who takes it over. Huskies again. This is Wyatt Hall. With the left foot, serves one up. Looked like the man was well behind, and he was indeed. Castillo is whistled down. He shoots one home, but again, the whistle was that came well after that whistle. So it'll be a offsides call. The Sailors will have this on a free kick with under 9 minutes left in the game. Sam Brown to take this for your Sailors. He's looking upfield and going to serve one near sideline. Couldn't connect with Zetzman. Goes off a defensive player, throwing Steamboat. Scott is going to take it from the near sideline. Goes for a long ball attempt. Over the head there of Liam Catterson. Catterson in for his first taste of action here on the evening. Huskies go near sideline. Hall touches one off, and the overlapper comes in. It's Kaiser. Kaiser stops, serves one up. A shot blocked off there by Brown. And now it's going to be Zetzman who's trying to get it away from Hall. A shot there from Wyatt Hall, stopped by Charlie Welch, and he'll just let this one rip right away. 8 minutes on the clock now. It's going over the head of a Steamboat player. That was Caparelli in the vicinity of it. But a good little touch off the noggin there of Rubies. And you can see that everything's coming together here in the second half for Battle Mountain. Now it's going to be worked to the back end. There's Tellez, who has not been seeing too much of the ball here in this half. Tellez now steps up on it and will serve one up the near sideline. Taken down by the Battle Mountain Huskies. Castillo has it. Nice little service right to the middle of the field. Onside play. Shot stopped by Welch. Great stop there from Charlie Welch. 7:16 to go, and the clock continues to 6:15 to go. 5-0 score. Service again is in. That one is Karam. Another stop by Welch. Left to right on that dive, and the man for Battle Mountain a little upset that he wasn't able to quite get as much on that as he wanted to. 5:52 remaining here. Service is in on the corner kick. That one is cleared out. It looks like it'll become a goal kick now for Welch and Company. Do want to thank Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between Town and McDonald's on Highway 40. Also, Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop, where you always meet by accident. Call Russell's at 879-1515. Sailor Soccer is also brought to you in part by Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more, offering customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. And, of course, the Paoli Group. If you're searching for your own prime real estate, you can give them a call at 870-0552. We've ticked down to the last 5 minutes of play here in the second half of action. 5-0 score. Battle Mountain on top of your Steamboat squad. They're donning their white kits, red numbers. They're right to left on KTYV. It's been a solid game. The first half, of course, just 1-0 after the first 40. But Battle Mountain came out to play here in the second stanza, piling on some goals, looking like that number 2 team in the state. It's going to be taken by Sam Brown. He went shoulder to shoulder there with the Battle Mountain player. No whistle on the call. Here's Pete Dorr. Looks up. He's got a man up the left wing. It's Caparelli almost in behind the D, but a good last man back play from Leonardo to curtail that attack. Now Caparelli to Dorr. Tried to go back to Ollie, but he had just made that big run of it. And so the Sailors we'll have some substitutions here. Scopa is back onto the field. Now we've got another younger player coming on, making getting some time here in the last few minutes. Toss comes in. Sailors in the attacking third. Touched out to Dorr. And a foul and a free kick. Zetzman will give it up to Caparelli. He'll take this one for Steamboat. They'll load the box. They don't exactly have the large unit in here. A couple of those guys undersized. Caparelli, though, going to serve one up, and it caroms around and is cleared out by the Huskies. Steamboat takes over. Scopa got it back for your Sailors. Going to be taken now, and it'll be found by Catterson. Nice job there from Liam Catterson. However, it'll be tackled away from him, cleared up to Brown. Serves up near side. He's looking for Caparelli, jumping on the ball and volleying it forward. It's going to be worked, and here come the Huskies. Wyatt Hall serves one over back post, scooped up by Welch. Under 3 on the clock now. 5-0 score for Battle Mountain. That clearing attempt from Steamboat went off of the Sailors last and out of bounds, so a throw-in now for Battle Mountain. No, I thought initially that the center official had deemed it a Battle Mountain ball, but it was given to the Sailors. Good battle here in the waning moments from your Steamboat squad. Foul free kick. Things opening up somewhat in the last 2:20 now from Edwards, Colorado. And better than Taco Box. My buddy Andrew and I were calling a game here just the other day on our brother station, KRI, 93.7 1023. Calling it from the Taco Box, brought to you by Tacoma. This is a little bit nicer setup, I would say, here from Battle Mountain High School. Going to be worked up as the Huskies do have late stage opportunity. Shot, big save from Welch. Left to right again. He kind of just fell on that one. Left to right. Didn't have to make a dive for it necessarily. And it is off a Battle Mountain player last, so it'll be a goal kick coming up. And we have the final 98 seconds of this one coming to you here on KTYV. 5-0 score. Worked outside. Caparelli went for that one, trying to push forward still. Could not find success. He does get back in a hurry, though. It'll be worked up this near side. Battle Mountain player does chase it down. Service blocked off by Caparelli, who slipped back. Ollie Caparelli all the way from the middle of the field there. Chases his man down. Great effort. And, I was talking to Murphy Bowman when he was in the box with me. In one of those first games at Gardner Field, he was saying Caparelli is that full field kind of guy. He can be involved in every facet of the game like he just was. Here comes Dorr now. Fancy footwork, gets free. Served up to Zitzman. Gives it back, looking for Dorr. He got him on overlap. Dorr shoots. Big save there. I think that was the first shot on goal for the Sailors here this evening. Stop it. Willie Tellers there. And the service now comes to the midfield line. Half a minute to go now. 5-0 score here on your Sailor Sports Connection. It's KTYV 105.7. Online as well at steamboatradio.com. 20 seconds on the clock now. ticking down. That is not good. Why is this kicking me out here? 8 seconds to go. 5-0 score. It's going to be 2 seconds to go. 1, and that's it. 5-0 the score. It's your final here from Battle Mountain High School. Like I said, the Sailors came out. They played a tough first half. It was 1-0 after the first 40, but Battle Mountain creamed the crop in terms of, teams here that will compete for a state title, and they are one of the best. We'll be right back at it. Summit's coming to town on Thursday. We will have that game right here on your Sailor Sports Connection. It's KTYV 105.7. We're online as well at steamboatradio.com.
Thanks for listening to Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM.
I'll take care of it, but if you Valley Steamboat Ace Hardware, Rogers Auto Store, Mountain Mattress and Furniture, Steamboat Resorts, Vacation Rental,
Colorado Group Realty.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM at 105.7 and steamboatradio.com.